Hey everyone, did you know that over 70% of small metal fabrication shops still rely on manual plasma cutting methods? That means most hobbyists and small business owners are missing out on the speed and precision that a CNC plasma table can provide. If you've ever struggled with uneven cuts or spent way too long cleaning up edges by hand, this might be the upgrade you've been looking for. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. I recently got my hands on the Eastwood Versa-Cut 4-foot by 4-foot CNC Plasma Table, and honestly, it's changed how I approach metal projects. This isn't some massive industrial machine, it's designed for people who need professional-grade results without the professional-grade price tag. The table itself is built solid, with a 4x4 cutting area that gives you plenty of room to work on larger pieces without feeling cramped. The frame is sturdy, and the waterbed underneath does a great job of catching sparks and keeping things clean, which is a huge plus if you're working in a garage or small workshop. One of the standout features is the intuitive LCD touchscreen controller. I've used other CNC machines where the interface felt like it was designed by engineers for engineers, but this one is surprisingly straightforward. You can load designs via USB, adjust settings on the fly, and even run pre-programmed cuts without needing to babysit the machine. I cut out a few custom brackets for a project last week, and the precision was spot on, no tweaking or rework needed. That alone saved me hours over the course of a few projects. The waterbed is another game changer if you're cutting thin materials. It reduces warping by keeping the metal cool and minimizes slag buildup, which means less cleanup afterward. I've cut everything from 16-gauge sheet metal to a 1/4-inch steel plate, and the results have been consistently clean. The table also comes with a built-in torch height control, which automatically adjusts the plasma cutter's distance from the metal. That feature alone cuts down on trial and error, especially if you're new to CNC plasma cutting. Assembly was straightforward, though it did take a few hours to get everything set up and calibrated. Eastwood includes pretty clear instructions, and their customer service was responsive when I had a couple of questions about wiring. Once it was up and running, I was cutting parts for a small business order within a day. The machine is compatible with most plasma cutters, so if you already own one, you won't need to buy a new torch just to use this table. Now, it's not perfect for everyone. If you're only cutting small pieces occasionally, a smaller table might be more practical. The Versa-Cut is best suited for someone who's serious about metalworking, whether that's for hobby projects or a side hustle. Also, while the waterbed does a great job of containing mess, it does add some weight to the setup. If you're planning to move it around often, you might want to consider a more portable option. Overall, I'm really happy with this purchase. It's a solid investment for anyone who wants to step up their metal fabrication without breaking the bank. The precision, ease of use, and build quality make it worth the price, especially if you're tired of dealing with uneven cuts or excessive cleanup. If you've been on the fence about getting a CNC plasma table, this one's definitely worth a look. Check the link below if you want to see the latest price and details. For most buyers, the real question is not whether Eastwood Versa-Cut 4-foot by 4-foot CNC plasma table for plasma cutter machine and metal cutting torch machines, intuitive LCD touchscreen display with CNC controller and USB port. 33 gallons waterbed capacity sounds impressive on paper, but whether strengths like modern technology CNC plasma table and user-friendly CNC controller with intuitive LCD display actually make daily use feel easier, more dependable, and more worthwhile after the first few days of excitement wear off. It is also smart to think about long-term satisfaction. A product like Eastwood Versa-Cut 4-foot by 4-foot CNC plasma table for plasma cutter machine and metal cutting torch machines, intuitive LCD touchscreen display with CNC controller and USB port. 33 gallons waterbed capacity usually feels like the better buy when it stays convenient, comfortable, and reliable in normal everyday use instead of only looking good in the listing.